Reading Srimad Bhagavatam 4:28-45. Ajananti priyatatmam yadoparatamangana sustirasanamasadhyam yata purvamupacharat. Ajananti, without any knowledge. Priyatamam, the dearmost husband. Yadha, when. Uparatam, passed away. Angana, the women. Sustira, fixed up. Asanam, on the seat. Asadya, going up to. Yatha, as. Purvam, before. Upacharat, went on serving him. Translation. The daughter of King Vidarbha continued as usual to serve her husband, who was seated in a steady posture until she could ascertain that he had passed away from the body. Please respond. The daughter of King Vidarbha continued as usual serve her husband, who was seated in a steady posture until she could ascertain that he had passed away from the body. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. It appears that Queen did not even talk to her husband while serving. There will be a war in the house. Huh? Correct? Yes? She would simply perform her prescribed duties without talk. Thus she did not stop rendering service until she could ascertain that her husband had passed away from the body. Jai Sri Radha. While she was serving her husband by massaging his legs, she could feel that his feet was no longer warm and could thus understand that he had already passed from the body. She felt great anxiety upon being left alone. Bereft of her husband's company, she felt exactly as the deer feels upon being separated from its mate. Purport. As soon as the circulation of blood and air within the body stops, it is to be understood that the soul within the body has left. The stoppage of the blood circulation is perceived when the hands and feet lose heat. One tests whether the body is alive or not by feeling their heart's palpitation and the coldness of the feet and hands. Being now alone and a widow in that forest, the daughter of Vidarbha began to lament, incessantly shedding tears which soaked her breast and crying very loudly. Purport. Figuratively, the queen is supposed to be the disciple of the king. Looks like nowadays the other way around. Huh? Isn't that? Huh? The man is a disciple of the wife. Correct? Thus, when the mortal body of the spiritual master expires, his disciple should cry exactly as the queen cries when the king leaves his body. However, the disciple and spiritual master are never separated, because the spiritual master always keeps company with the disciple as long as the disciple follows strictly the instruction of the spiritual master. This is called the association of Vani, words. Physical presence is called Vapu. As long as the spiritual master is physically present, the disciple should serve the physical body of the spiritual master. And when the spiritual master is no longer physically existing, the disciple should serve the instruction of the spiritual master. O best of king, please get up, get up. Just see this world surrounded by water and infested with rogues and so-called kings. This world is very much afraid, and it's your duty to protect her. When an Acharya comes following the superior order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or his representative, he established the principles of religion as enunciated in the Bhagavad Gita. Religion means abiding by the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Religious principles begin from the time one surrenders to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is the Acharya's duty to spread a bona fide religious system and induce everyone to bow down before the Supreme Lord. One executes the religious principle by rendering devotional service, specifically the 9 items like hearing and chanting and remembering. Unfortunately, when the Acharya disappears, rogues and non-devotees take advantage and immediately begin to introduce the unauthorized principles in the name of so-called swamis, yogis, philanthropists, welfare workers and so on. Actually, human life is meant for executing the order of the Supreme Lord. This is stated in the Bhagavad Gita 9:34. Mana bhava madbhakto madhyajimam namaskuru mamevayasi yuktaivam atmanam matparayanaha. Engage your mind always in thinking of me and become my devotee. Offer obeisances and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. The main business of human society is to think of the Supreme Personality of Godhead at all times, to become his devotee, to worship the Supreme Lord and to bow down before him. The Acharya, the authorized representative of the Supreme Lord, establishes this principle, but when he disappears, things once again become disordered. The perfect disciples of the Acharya try to relieve the situation by sincerely following the instructions of the spiritual master. At the present moment, practically the entire world is afraid of rogues and non-devotees. Therefore, this Krishna conscious movement is started to save the world from irreligious principles. Everyone should cooperate with this movement in order to bring about actual peace and happiness in the world. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnanam Jnanashulaka Chakshudan Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Satpitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamam Dadati Swaparandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sakajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajim Shatvitam Shavadutam Parajanam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitam Ishyam हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिककान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते ताप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुता देवी प्रणमामि हरे प्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाशरि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So you can see here that the queen is lamenting that her husband has passed away. As Prabhupada said here, the spiritual master has departed. Can see that here he was not lying down. He was in his yogic position, sitting down in an asana, yoga asana, and she was massaging his legs, and he was deeply absorbed in meditating on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So it so happened that when he left, she was not aware about it until she started feeling his legs being cold. So when a person leaves the body becomes cold, right? There's no more glowing also. That's how the body becomes, that means the soul has left the body. It's technically called death. Yes? So when the soul leaves the body becomes unconscious. Yes? Explain here, I think it's in 13. When the So when you know that the soul is there, here see here in this verse, यथा प्रकाशयते एकः कृष्णं लोकम् इमं रविः क्षेत्रं क्षेत्री तथा कृष्णं प्रकाशयते भारत. O son of Bharata, as the sun alone illuminates all this universe, so does the living entity, one within the body, illuminate the entire body by consciousness. Yeah? You follow? So the body, the soul, when just the example is given like the sun, When the sun is there, the whole universe is alive. Yes? Correct? So when the soul in the body, similarly the body becomes active, alive. That's right. I mean, the soul's symptom is consciousness. Yes? And when there's consciousness, then there's willing, feeling, thinking, so many things happen. Yes? And when the soul departs, then there is no more consciousness. So material nature is not the most important thing. The soul is most important. You understand? The soul, who is part and parcel of God, is very important. And the soul is giving power to this body. Right? And when the soul departs, then the body becomes useless. So what they do with the body? Either they burn it like most of us, or they will throw into some bird to eat it. Some people do that. Or they bury and some worms will eat it. Yes? Either way it will become composure for some living entities. Either for the fire or for the worms or for the animals. So this becomes food. So in other words, this body is, one sense, is useful because you can utilize it to understand about God. You understand? It's explained here. This is actually the purpose of the body. This is the real purpose of the body. A wise person, knowing that although the material body is subject to death, it can still award the perfection of one's life, should not foolishly neglect to take advantage of this opportunity before death arrives. You understand this point? Yeah? We should not neglect the most important thing, to use this vehicle to go to a destination. Yes? If you had a vehicle and it's parked there, why you get a vehicle? Is that intelligence? Is that intelligence? You park the vehicle. Or you misuse the vehicle. You drive it and you get in an accident. Is it intelligence? No. So you have to use your vehicle to go to a destination. Yes? Correct? So what is the destination? That's the question. Some say the destination is to what? Some say the destination is this. Some say this is the destination. Hmm? No, this was. All right, here. Yeah. Some say this is the destination. Simply by material birth, human beings become attached within their mind to personal sense gratification, long duration of life, sense activities, bodily strength, sexual potency, and friends, and family. The mind are thus absorbed in that which defeats their actual self-interest. Huh? They think this is the purpose of. Huh? This is the purpose of human life. Is it not? Personal sense gratification. Oh, you must go get money, huh? So that you can enjoy, correct? Is it not? Study hard, can make it to Singapore, good. If you can get a PR, better. But if you can get citizen, gold mine. Yeah? Yes? You see how it goes? Long duration of life, that's the next thing. What? I will never die. I don't want to die. Correct? Sense activities, bodily strength. I was there in India. 4 o'clock we invited the boys to come, Mangala Arati. But they are waking up early and going somewhere else. I said, where are you going? And then we found out they are all going to the gym. Why are you going to the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning? We don't have time. We are working day and night. Yeah, this is only. What are you going to get by the gym? No, we don't have the physique. No woman will come. Everybody want to be like who? That's movie actors, correct? Right? All this, you see them, physics. What do you call that? They got some muscle here. What do you call that stuff? I mean, look at the nonsense. And here we are praying at 4 o'clock. This guy is going to the gym. So this is a bodily strength. You see here? The word what? Bodily strength. And then, of course, what's the purpose of the bodily strength? Sexual potency. And then comes friend, family. This is how their whole mind is absorbed. This Shastra, this thing is written thousands and millions of years ago. You understand? Right? Yeah? They don't know that the human life is a vehicle that can take us to the other side of the place. What is the other side? What is the other side? India. From here you go, other side is India, right? Where? Where's the other side? Krishna. Where? Golok Vrindavan. Very good. So the other side of the place is outside of the Vaitarani river. You understand? You know there's a verse. What is that verse? 7? 7 what? Not this Bharam. Utvato Vimudan. That Vaitarani. 7 what? 7 5? 7 9 43. See this? Vaitaranya. Vaitaranyas. You saw that? Naidvijat Turatyaya Vaitaranyas Tadvirya Ghayanamamrita Maknuchitaha Sochetato Vimukha Setasa Indriyartha Maya Sukaya Bharam Utvato Vimodan. This line, very important. Maya Sukaya. Just now we read for sense gratification. Bharam. You know, when we speak in Sanskrit, Bharam, I think in your language all the same word, no? Bharam, right? Bharam means what? Heavy. Useless. Bharam is called what? Useless weight. Yes or not? It is not useful. Bharam means what? Burden, actually. It is said as burden, not weight or nothing, correct? Yes? Oh, best of the great personalities, I am not at all afraid of material existence. See? Vaitaranya means this side, you know. The other side is the Viraja river. You cross over, you go to the spiritual world. You understand? This side is the Vaitaranyas. Wherever I stay, I am fully absorbed in thoughts of your glories and activities. My concern is only for these fools and rascals who are making elaborate plans for material happiness and maintaining their families, society and countries. I am simply concerned with love for them. So you see, when a person gets into sense gratification, he forgets the goal of life. See, that is the problem with this enjoying Maya. It is not that, okay, like many of them promote this philosophy. No, you are young now, you should, live your life. And when you grow old, then you can do all this, going to the forest and all that stuff, This is general philosophy, is it not? Correct? Now, what guarantee is that you are going to grow old? Yes. And we grow old, so I don't know where there is a forest. All forests have been devastated anyway. So this is now very practical, because spiritual life is the goal of, you understand? It says here, Labdva, Sudurlabha. What is that? 11:9. 11:9. I think it is what? 27 or? 29. See here again, this is another verse that highlights this point. Very important. Labdva sudurlabhamidam bahusambante. Labdva means gaining, right? Sudurlabham means something which is very difficult to get, very rare. Idam bahusambante, after many lives, Manusyam, this is what Manusyam means, what? Human being. Arthadam has got big what? Purpose. Has got a Arthadam means what? It's an important purpose. Anitya, but it is not permanent. Nitya means permanent. Anitya means it is impermanent. Apiha dhira, intelligent person. Although it is not permanent, this material body, but he has got the highest, he can afford the highest benefits. What is this he is saying? Material body is temporary, is going to die. What is this? What is this highest benefit? Turnam yeteta napatet anumrutyam yavan. This line, which means Turnam yeteta. Patat means fall down. Before it falls and dies, anumrityam, right? Tithe. You have to use it for a purpose. It can serve the highest purpose. You should not use it for nisreyasya, vishaya. You should not use it for sense gratification. You follow? Which is easily available everywhere. Shreya. You should use it for the ultimate purpose and not use for sense gratification. You understand? See, all words has got a meaning in this whole line here. This is one meaning. You can see, kalau means you can get this sense gratification anywhere. After many birth and death, one achieves the rare human form of life. This body is very rare. Although temporary, affords one the opportunity to attain the highest perfection. The human body can give the highest perfection. That is going where? To the other side. You cannot cross with any other body. Not with what? Animal body you can forget it. Animal body you cannot. You have to wait from the body. For animal body, monkey, cow and what? Lion. When you come to these three animals only, then next life you get the body of a human being. So animals, no chance. Of course, unless you are favored by Gajendra or something, then that's another thing. You become a Gajendra, then Gajendra Mokshanam, then I don't know, next kalpa maybe. There is also cases of how animals get liberated, but this is special cases. Generally, the animals, they cannot. Of course, anything lower than that, they're not possible for escaping this thing. Only this human life. Even the demigods are saying this human birth is so valuable, especially those born in Bharatavarsha. It's so valuable. Why? Because in this one life, in only a short time, because our calculation 100 years is equal to their 100 days only. Our calculation 100 years is their calculation 100 days. In 100 days, how long is 100 days? 3 months. 3 months of their time, within 3 months they can go back to Godhead. It's not a deal. 3 months, you can go back to the spiritual world. You don't want? Yes. That's why I say so valuable. The demigods are praying, we shall take birth in India, a place where we can easily get this chance and go back to the spiritual world. What is the use of this heavenly planet? We are almost forgetting the Lord. They are saying like this. So you see how valuable this human life is. That's why here Malaya Dwaja, he perfected his life. He took his wife and they went down to South India, right? And they practiced this tapasya for many years, preparing themselves to go back to the spiritual world. But of course, we can't do that kind of thing to go somewhere and all that. If you can, it will be nice, but hardly we can do all these things. So what to do then? What is the practical thing? One thing we have to understand, that we have to do something, correct? We cannot just sit down and wait for death to come and then yes, suddenly we get 4 hands and 5 tails and whatever and go back to the spiritual. It doesn't work like that. Can? No. You have to what? Prepare here. It says here, afford the opportunity to the highest perfection. Thus, a sober human being should quickly endeavor for the ultimate perfection, as long as the body which is always subject to death has not fallen and died. So we have to make some preparation. Yes? What is the preparation? To find a good funeral parlor? Or put some money back? Or my preparation is to write a will? Oh, I am going, you please take care. Where you going? You don't know. Yes, we have to make preparation not for the body. We have to make preparation for the soul. Yes, that is what is required, because the body will be left behind and all the things of the body will also be left behind. And what to speak, the body either will be burned, as I have said, eaten by some animal or eaten by the worms. It will be consumed one way or other. So what to make preparation for the body? That's it. The real preparation is for the soul. Onward journey to the next body. Yes? You understand? So we should make definite endeavor for that. I said, after all, sense gratification is available even in the most abominable species of life. Same. And not that you have human, you enjoy more and the animal enjoying, it's the same. I think there's a verse. Dehasya Atindriya Sukham Atindriya Deha Yogina Dehinam. I think that's the verse, right? What is the translation of that verse? Can you read for me?
Prahlad Maharaj continued, my dear friends, born of humanish and demoniac families, the happiness perceived with reference to the sense object by contact with the body can be obtained in any form of life.
That's right. The sense gratification coming from contact of the body is available in any species of life. Then?
And according to one's past positive activity, such happiness is automatically obtained without endeavor, just as we obtain distress.
Oh yeah, just like you trying to get happiness, distress is also there. Yes? So it is not permanent, this trying to become. Whereas you see here, whereas Krishna consciousness is possible only for a human being. Understand? That's why our purpose is to now take up the process whereby we can perfect our life in becoming Krishna conscious. That is the objective. Not Hindu conscious or Hindutva, no. Or demigod conscious, no. Or wife conscious, that's worse, dangerous. Children conscious, no. That's why Krishna said what? Give up all this kind of consciousness and surrender to me alone. Right? What Krishna says? What he says? Sarva dharmam parityaja mamekam sharanam vijaya. He says, right? See? Krishna says here, abandon all varieties of religion and why these varieties? Dharma actually means there's so many dharma, you know. What is this?
Live stream in the mother's phone.
Oh. This is called what? Children consciousness. Yeah? Huh? Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. There is a declaration by Krishna. Because I cannot go, it's not possible for me to do that. Understand? It's not possible for me to suddenly at the time of death take my bag and all and climb and go somewhere. It's not possible. Somebody must help me. And who can help me? Who? Huh? Who? Who is saying here? Who is speaking here? Who is speaking here? Who is speaking? Only Krishna can help. Understand? Nobody can help. Nobody can help us to go across. That is not possible. Nobody. Even Lord Shiva is saying, Mukti Pradataha, Vishnu Nayava Samsaya. If you want to get out of this, nobody can do. Only one person. Who? Only Krishna. You understand? Even the Devatas are saying, if you want, we can give you anything but moksha. But, what? Moksha. Moksha only one person can do. Who is that? Mukunda. That's why he is called Mukunda. Mukunda means what? One who gives liberation. You understand? That's why Krishna also said here. Thus, the devotee who worships me, the all-pervading Lord of the universe, in unflinching devotional service, gives up all aspiration to be promoted to heaven and planet or to become happy in this world with wealth, children, cattle, home, or anything in relation to the body. I take him to the other side of birth and death. Yeah. Krishna is saying the same thing. Sarva dharma parityaja. That means what? Give up this what? Desire to go to heaven. Give up this desire to become happy with money, children, family. Give up all this kind of thinking. Conditions are there, no? It's not that you can carry the bharam. That's not we say, no, baggage. Sukha utvato bharam sukha what? Utvato vimudan maya sukha bharam. So we have to give up this maya sukha bharam. Now what is that? One, to trying to get to heaven, swarga. Correct? Next, to become what? To collect a lot of what? Money. Yes? And then children, cattle, family, home, or anything in relationship. See, then one more line here. Anything, you can never miss out. Nothing missed out. Yes. Included. That means that's it. For him who does this, I take him to the other side of the... See, like here, the wife is so dear to the husband, yes? And Malaya Duaja is what? Having the wife there and they're not even talking. You see that? If you don't talk to your wife one day, wow, big war. Yes? Correct? You see here how she served. No talking, no nothing, just serving. That means they are not attached, detached. Yes? This is shows. Because he was detached, and that's it. Yes, went back to the spiritual world. So you see how Krishna become pleased. Whereas if you don't, then it is says here, I think this another verse here, you see. The terrible fear of birth and death can never be forsaken by anyone who resorts to any shelter other than myself. See here? Just now we said, nobody can take you out. Nobody. Only one person. Who is that? Myself. Who is speaking here? Who is this myself? Your father. Huh? Krishna. Right? For I am the Almighty Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the original source of all creation and also the Supreme Soul of all souls. Who is that? Isvaraha Paramaha Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. This is the point Krishna said. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I will deliver you. You follow this point? So we need to understand these things, You cannot just try to wake up and that's it, you are in the spiritual world. It doesn't work like that. You have to have some knowledge. And that knowledge must bring you to detachment and surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you don't know, then how? Many of them are mistaken. They think all God are the same. You pray to which God you like and He will come and take you back. No. If you worship the Devatas, you will only go to the planet of the Devatas. You cannot worship the Devatas and expect to go to Vaikuntha. That's not possible. That is not possible. Is Krishna says. Huh? No. What is that? 9? See here, Krishna is saying 4 categories of, he broke down into 4 categories. Yanti Deva Vritan Devan. Those who worship Devas go to the planet of the Deva. Pitran Yanti, Pitran Vrita. You go to the planet of the Pitraloka. They also enjoyment. Both. Swargam is enjoyment, Pitraloka is enjoyment. Then he says, Bhutani Yanti Bhute. Those who worship Bhuta. Bhuta means what? The ghosts. Then they become ghosts. The people think, is there anything called ghost? Yeah, Krishna is saying ghost. And finally he says, Yanti Madhyajuno Pimam. Those who worship me exclusively, they come to me. So there's differentiation. That's what? Differentiation. It's not all the same. It's also explained here. Here Krishna is also saying, it is said that one result is obtained by worshipping the supreme cause of all causes, and that another result is obtained by worshipping what is not supreme. Yeah? It is not that you worship one thing and everything is sweet. Does it say it? Very clear this verse, correct? They say no, all rivers lead to the ocean. Some rivers don't go to ocean, no, please. Some rivers don't go to the ocean, they go to the lake. Yes. So, all this is heard from undisturbed authorities who clearly explain it. So, don't think there is anything philosophy. No, you have to know. Yes? Huh? He says, one result is obtaining by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and another result is obtaining what is not supreme. That is not the same result. Correct? Nullify their philosophy. One verse from there are three kind of prasthana. One is Nyaya prasthana, another one is Shruti prasthana, another third one is Smriti prasthana. This is very powerful prasthana. This is Ishopanishad. This is Shruti prasthana. Yes? Correct? Huh? Yes or not? Mantra 14. One should know perfectly the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna and his transcendental name, form, qualities and pastime, as well as the temporary material creation with its temporary demigods, man and animals. When one knows this, he surpasses that and ephemeral cosmic manifestation with it. In the eternal kingdom of God, he enjoys the eternal life of bliss and knowledge. Now there are two words here, temporary and eternal. Correct? First Krishna said in the 13th, Ishopanishad has spoken. First in the 13th verse, one result is obtained by worshipping Supreme Personality of Godhead. Another result is obtained by worshipping other things. I already broke down. What is the other thing? Demigod, Pitras, ghosts. Correct? Yes? So if you worship the ghost, you go and become a ghost. You like that? Huh? And if you want to worship Pitras, you go to Pitra planet. And if you worship the Devatas, you go to Swarga. Correct? Different results. Explain. Now here Krishna is saying, you worship all these things, they are all temporary. They are all what? Temporary. Why you want to worship something temporary? Look here. Huh? Yes? But when one knows this, you have to know. Then you don't know, I don't know. No such thing. You have to know. That's the purpose of human life. Human birth is to what? To get educated in the Nisriya Asya, the highest benefit. They have to know. You cannot say, I don't know, I only know how to make money and family, children. No. That is disqualification. Qualification means you have to know. You have to know. You cannot say, plead ignorant. You cannot. You understand? Ataha Brahma Jigyasaha. Now that you got human life, you must find out. Correct? Who is what? The purpose of human life. You have to find out. That's why you are given human life. Otherwise, you don't need human being life. You can stay as a dog or a cat or rat or what, something. Purpose of human life is what? Ataha Brahma Jigyasaha. You have to now find out the purpose of this human life. Yes? You cannot say, you cannot deny, it's not my business. What? No. Especially even those who are born in India, there is another, they have given a purpose. You cannot say, no, I want to be IT engineer, I want to be doctor, I want to be... No. This is not your job. Your job is given 9 what? Madhya 9, Adi 9. Adi 9. Bharata Bhumita Manusya Yar is in Adi 9. Can you see? The book is there, no? The purpose of Indians, Bharata Bhumi is what? Who? 9? It's given here. Eh? You see this? Bharata Bhumi. All Indians, they don't call themselves Indian, no? They call the what? Bharata Vasi, correct? Yes? Yes or no? So this Bharata Bhumi referring to who? To who? Who? Singaporean. Who? American. Who? Who? Yes. Proud, eh? Indian. Yes? Yes? You see? Proud to be what? Bharata. But why you should be proud? That you must know. You must know that Bharata Bhumi Haila Manusya, that also in India, dogs and cats also taking birth. Correct? Yes? But here, Haila Manusya, those who have taken human birth, Janma, those who have taken human birth, Yar, those whoever, Janma, Saartaka, they must perfect their purpose of human life. Saartaka, what is the Artaka? And then, Karikara Upakara, then they should preach Krishna consciousness. That's Janma Saartaka means they must perfect their life by learning the science of Krishna consciousness. And then, Karikara, Para Upaka, they should preach. That means their purpose is given. What is their purpose? How to preach when you don't know nothing? First you must learn, correct? What you learn? Computer. Huh? No, I must learn so I can go to America. What? What I have to learn? I have to learn Krishna consciousness first. Janma Saartaka. And then what? I should preach. That means the job of the Indian is to learn this and preach Krishna consciousness. This is spoken by God. Spoken by who? God Himself. And you want to do something else. And God is telling you to do something. No, I cannot. I want to do something. Then, this is gross disobedience. This is what? Obeying. Huh? Disobedience. Correct? And if you disobey God, can you perfect your life? No, Prabhu, God will understand my situation. No? Huh? Bharam Sukaya Vimuda. There's no question of understanding. It's a question of what? You sacrificing. I never say you leave your wife and children and all. At least you begin by making them what? Krishna conscious. You follow? Your duty is to preach. First you learn and then you preach to your immediate members. Make them Krishna conscious. Make them what? Krishna conscious. That's your duty. You cannot deny that. You cannot say no. You cannot? You cannot say no. You cannot. And if you try to say no also, you see what Krishna does. Yeah, 3:29:39, I think. No one is dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, nor is anyone his enemy or friend. But He gives inspiration to those who have not forgotten Him. What is that? Huh? those who have. In other words, you have no choice. There's no choice. There's no what? Choice. No. You're going to be what? Destroyed. If you don't follow this instruction of Krishna, you're going to get into trouble. Correct? And you may not get again Bharatavasi birth. Then you say, no problem, now I no more Bharatavasi, I can do what I like. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I don't want to be any more Bharatavasi, I resign. There's no such thing, correct? So we have to learn to understand what we have to do, what our objective is. Our goal, just like Malaya Dwaja, king, he did not waste time, correct? He used his life successfully. You follow? Used his life successfully for purpose of Krishna consciousness. You understand? It cannot waste a moment also. You understand? Not a moment should be wasted. Not a moment should be wasted, you know. It's a long purport in this, one of the very important verses in the Bhagavad. Sahanesta mahachidram samoha sacha vibramaha yamurtam chanam yan chanam vapi vasudevam na chintayad. Even for a moment, remembrance of Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is missed. That is the greatest loss. That's the greatest illusion, and that is the greatest anomaly. This verse. Even for a moment, remembrance of Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is missed. That is the greatest loss, that's the greatest illusion, and that's the greatest anomaly. What is the meaning of anomaly? Something abnormal. What is the exact translation of this word anomaly?
Something that deviates from what is standard, normal or expected.
Something deviation.
From what is standard, normal or expected.
Something not normal, abnormal. So that means if you are not Krishna conscious, you are abnormal. Yes? Some deviation. Right? So see how everything is put into place. Our purpose in life is to succeed this. And don't think it's difficult. Krishna says, the moment just now you read, if you surrender, I will take you out without any difficulty. Without any difficulty. Very easily you can cross over. Very easily. But if you don't want to surrender, then everything becomes complicated. Everything becomes what? So I think we should be a little bit sensible. I'm sure you have got good intelligence. Use that intelligence for the benefit, highest benefit of this human life. Yes? Because I covered all the other verses, I think we should go back. I did not speak on that point that I wanted to speak on, the spiritual master point. I think we have to do that verse again. So we just have to speak about what the purpose of life here today. So you can see how successful a great devotee, Malayadwaja, he made his life successful, and now he saw the Lord. And of course, seeing the Lord means you go back to the spiritual world, there's no doubt about it. Yeah? So that is the purpose of life. When you attain the spiritual world, then you are successful. Then you are successful. But if you don't purify the consciousness from this material entanglement, then it is greatest anomaly. It is the greatest anomaly. Alright, any questions or comments on these points? Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Yetu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matparaha ananeva yogena mam dhyayanta upashate. Now this is the point. Tesham aham samudarta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavamina chirat bharata mai aveshitam setasam. But those who worship me, giving up all their activities unto me and been devoted to me without deviation, engage in devotional service and always meditating upon me, having fixed their mind upon me, O son of Pritha, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. Is the what? Swift deliverer. You understand at this point? Very quickly Krishna takes us up. This is what here in Sanskrit, Ma Chirat, see? Not Chirat. Chirat means after long time. Chiranjeev they say. Correct? Right? Yeah. Na Chirat. In Hindi they say Fadafat, right? The Hindi word, right? They say what is the word? Fadafat, right? The Lord is that Fadafat. That's it. You go back. Yes. Any questions, anything to add? Any other words that shows that it very quickly deliver from the ocean of birth and death? I only know this one, Bhagavad Gita. Because slight mercy. I think there's a verse also. Yat pada pallava. Yes, that verse also. Others cannot come. Okay, anyway. Anything else? Somebody is asking anything? Nobody? Alright, so okay, we stop here. Thank you very much. All glories to all of you. No, somebody is asking you. So many people are online, is it? Alright, finish.